Asibingelele Mahlabezulu. Igama nguThulano kaNkala. Umnabase onabe kuhle kothangaza. Bakwethu namhlanje ngililethele izinsizwa lana ukuthi sizodingida, sizocubungula udaba lolu olusematheni. Ngiyathemba ukuthi iningi lenu like labona nje ngensuku edlule lapho besinengxoxo no baba uMaponga kunye noNjingalwazi osolwazi bakithi bakwaMthwakazi lapho ebesixoxa kakhulu ngobudlelwano bezizwe ezimbili, isizwe samaNdebele kunye nesizwe samaShona. Hayi udaba ke osolushisa izikhotha. Namhlanje sithe asike silubhekisisa ukuthi kanti obekukhulunywa laphana izinto ezimi kanjani impela. Yikho ke ngililethele abantu engicabanga ukuthi bazokwazi ukuthi behlaziye ngendlela eyisimangaliso. Cele ubaba uManala onguye osuka endlini ngapha eMpumalanga kwaMhlanga. He is from bizwa kuthiwa yiManala Makerena Traditional Council, Vezubuhle Palace kwaMhlanga eMpumalanga. Baba Manala ngicela ubingelele laba.
Ngiyathokoza Mahathi, ngithokoze nabalaleli, ngithemba ukuthi sizokuzwana ngenkulumo lezo zokulandela sakhe isizwe sinzima, isizwe sama-Afrika. Ngiyathokoza Baba Nkala.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Nomzana Sosha, ngicela ubingelele abantu njalo uzi-introduce in terms of ukuthi ungubani. Do you belong to any organization? Kanjalo baba.
Ngiyabonga Baba Nkala, njengoba ushilo igama nguSosha Mpunzi. Ngibuya kwi-pressure group abathi Matabeleland and Midlands United Forum, MMUF phecelezi. Sidinga ukuhlanganisa isizwe sikaMthwakazi ngaphansi kobukhosi, ngezenkolo, ngezobumbano, generally singathi social development. And sinokuthola ukuthi we are facing a lot of resistance because of the narrative that has been set forth by generally the ZBC propaganda about who we are as a people. Other people have been telling our story, and they've turned us into villains, so to speak. So this is an opportunity to correct that in the context of Ubaba Maponga njengoba kudala simlalele ehamba ekhuluma ngale ndaba. Siyabonga baba.
Okay. So manje ngabuza nje kancane ukuthi iMMUF inhlangano engabe ibunjwe nini?
iMMUF inhlangano engathi mhlawumbe sicisha ibe na 2 years lo nyaka. Inhlangano eqale nje ukwenza ama donations nokuhlangana nobukhosi. Ifuna ukuthi isipolitiki sihlukane nobukhosi njalo ukuthi ubukhosi buhlonishwe. Njengoba siyabona ukuthi maningi ama-political parties amaningi kithi lana, siyabona ukuthi abanye hayi ubukhosi ababuhloniphi or bafuna ukuthi babwenze i-political party. So sifuna ukuthi kube ne-structure sona lesa esisidinga, sengathi mhlawumbe into efana nalana kwazi ukuthi ipolitiki ayihlangana nobukhosi, and ubukhosi ngeke bungene ezepolitiki and busupport ama-party, but okusalayo ubukhosi ibuzwe bethu. Thina mhlawumbe ama-pressure group nama-political party yithi mhlawumbe laba abaphethe izikhali kwezepolitiki ngepen nephepha ukuthi sivikele lesizwe sethu. So it's about I think 2023 around July la yaqala khona le nhlangano. Is registered now in South Africa and iyakhona. Yeah.
No, kuyabongeka kakhulu.
Yabonga baba.
Baba Manala. Ngesikhathi sixoxisana nomnumzana uMaponga ukuvezile ukuthi amaNdebele ase South Africa noma ngithi akwamhlanga namaNdebele akwamthwakazi, hayi sengathi ngamaNdebele nje hambelaniyo njalo angafani. Kodwa ke before ngize kulokho bengizocela ukuthi nje usingifahla nje kancane ngesikhathi inkosi uMzilikazi ifika lapho eMpumalanga naseGauteng lapha, ukuthi kati wahamba kanjani, ngoba esikhathini esiningi abantu bakithi abakwazi ukuthi uMzilikazi o inkosi uMzilikazi yake yahlala kuleso sigaba lapho. Ngiyabonga.
Ngiyathokoza babunkala, ngesindebele sekukhetha sithokoza kwamambala. Imbali masingakhuluma ngomlando, umlando ngesikhuwa sithi is history. History is history, it will not change. Thina siphila namhlanje yithi okumele ukuthi sazi ukuthi sibambisana kanjani siqhubeka phambili. But lokho kwenzekayo kwenzeka. Akusiyinganekwane, it's not a fairy tale, babunkala, that okaMashobana uMzilikazi uChobachoba inganguyise uMashobana wafika kwelikaMnyamana. Mangithi kwelikaMnyamana bekuyi capital city then ngama 1820s ekeNgwenyama uSibindi obekabusa isithaba samaNdebele athiwa ngawaManala namhlanje. Then they were also known as amaNdebele kaManala because of umguruguru obekhona between uManala noNzunza back then in the 1860s, 16. So wafika kwaMashobana, wayefika ehamba nebutho. Kumele sikhumbule ukuthi usuke ngale esingathi kuseNguniland, manje sithi KwaZulu Natal. Masikhuluma ngobukhosi babunkala, before ngiqhubeke, when we speak about kingdoms, when we speak about kingships, kwamele we should erase into abathi ngama-provinces and countries esithabeni or ku-continent yase-Africa. Because when we speak of them and analyze their originality, those things were not existing. They will give us a big advantage in analyzing and being objective in whatever we engage in all issues. So okaMashobana weqa-ke ezikaKhahlambi intaba, asazi ukuthi bekwenzakeleni kahle kahle nomlilwana iNgwenyama uShaka babambana kube kwaba nokuhlukana kwembono. Weqa-ke okaMashobana wahlangana nesithaba samaSuthu. Isithaba samaSuthu ke esikaMshweshwe sasisilwa sinyuka phezu kwentaba because Lesotho is a mountain kingdom, and then it was dry. Bazophosa ke amatshe on top of the mountain and bashisa neziphala zabo to starve ibutho likaMashobana to death. But now we should understand ukuthi till today the Lesotho kingdom has great abilities of diplomacy because they are great negotiators. So basuka ke bekhuluma ke nokaMashobana ukuthi nanzi inkomo ndoda, ngoba wena nabantu bakho ningabulawa indlala, nanzi inkomo, cela ke usishiye thina nesitshaba sethu samaSuthu. This is when ke okaMashobana walibhekisa ke eqonde kwaMnyamana. KwaMnyamana ke bekunengwenyama uSibindi yamanala. Ngale emanzunzeni bekunengwenyama uMagodonga yamanzunza. So mingizokhuluma kakhulu ngigxile ngapha emanaleni ukuthi okaMashobana wafika kanjani. Ekufikeni kwakhe okaMashobana akafikanga ngodlame babunkani. Wakhonza. Ekukhonzeni kwakhe kwahlalwa phansi. Wanikelwa umfazi okaMashobana. King Sibindi was engaging now into what we call diplomacy. Ebona futhi some other means would no kwamele sakhela nobuhlobo, but also there was a vision now of uniting the Nguni people, of uniting whatever strength we had, because ngale ngase-Cape Town besazi bekwazakala ukuthi amabhunu sekaqalile ukuza inland. So we needed as much strength as we can as Black people. So in him offering diplomacy, in him offering amadlelo ukuthi hayi ndoda ungaqashisa ikhanda lana for some time bahlala labantu babunkana. They stayed together. King Mzilikazi was at some point under King Sibindi of Amanala. They stayed there. Old King Sibindi had established three palaces, namely KwaHlaphezo, which was mostly a ceremonial palace, and another one was eMagopane, which was mainly a cultural nalapho ayenza khona ama-rituals, and KwaSomazabanye, which was mainly an economic administration of the country. KwaSomazabanye is now found in Cullinan. Lapho kwatholakala khona idayimani leza lapha e-England latholakala in part and parcel of the lands or of the palaces zika King Sibindi. So we interacted with diamonds. That's why bethi sizigwegwe zakobe when izigwegwe zelitshe kube ngesokhuni kube sokhupha. So isigwegwe ngesindebele sakwabulawayo singathi isigwenxa. It's a curved stone. Isigwegwe zelitshe. So we used to interact with diamonds. We knew what they were, precious stones, and we also did beautiful necklaces and whatsoever with it. But we did not give value to what the value is given today. So okaMashobana enjoyed ukuhlala under ingwenyama uSibindi, who also interacted nomzawakhe ingwenyama uMagodonga wamanzunza. Ukuthi hayi ukhona kwaMashobana wahamba naye wayokhonza ngale ingwenyameni uMagodongo. Waba ngumuntu owaziwayo ohlala within the Ndebele people kwaMnyamana. Namhlanje sithi bathi Pretoria. So ekuhlaleni kwakhe wahlala iminyakanyana esingasho ke ukuthi some historians say they're 5 years, some historians say it's more than 5 years. But well, okaMashobana wasuka ke wacela ke ibutho, waboleka ibutho ukuthi hayi Somazabanye enye igama lengwenyama uSibindi bekunguSomazabanye. Bengicela ke ungiboleke ibutho ngiyokuhlasela manje njengoba unginikeze isandla sikadadewenu ngifuna ukuthi ngilobole. So wakhutshwa ke ibutho ngesinala amabutho wethu ama-regiments wethu bewangu-13. So kwakhutshwa ke ibutho another regiment to go with okaMashobana. Wahamba kanti okaMashobana sekahlele ukuthi uzokufuna ke ukuthi athathe ibutho leli so that ingwenyama uSibindi will become vulnerable and amhlasele ambulale athwale ngaye wenza kanjalo nakuMagodongo. When he came with when he killed King Sibindi, he went ukuthi ayohlasela ke ingwenyama uMagodongo wamphosela ke esizibeni. ekufikeni kwakhe ukaMashobane, after he killed King Spindi, or after King Spindi was assassinated, after King Makotong was assassinated, he then moved a little bit up esiyangale esithabeni samaTswana, lapho afika khona wafaka his camp. But ekuhambeni kwakhe wahamba nabantwana bekoro, or nabantwana beNgwenyama uSpindi, efuna ukwenzela isiqiniseko sokuthi akungeke kube nomvukela. So we will need to understand ukuthi abantwana beNgwenyama uSpindi bahamba ke nokaMashobana besiya ngale, kwasekuza ke umguruguru when the Boers were coming inwards after the quarrel between the English and the Boers in the Cape of Good Hope. So this is when we find okaMashobana finding difficulties to stay endaweni bebethi kusePhumuleni, it is between Northwest and Gauteng provinces today. So wahlala kwaba nomguruguru kwaliwa, but also you need to understand ukuthi bekunabanye abantu abangamanala abangamanzunza who were not satisfied ukuthi iNgwenyama uSpindi ikhambile, okaMashobana useseduze and all that. So there was besingakahlangani kahle isitshaba sikaMashobana ngendlela yena bekafuna ngayo. So he faced internal cracks and external cracks. Abanye ke mase bekhuluma bethi bona he also faced what is called spiritual cracks because he did not he was offered a hand of ukuhlala kahle, and then in turn he assassinated iNgwenyama uMagodongo neNgwenyama uSpindi. I think for now Babunkala ngingamala.
Yeah, I know. Siyabonga kakhulu. Uthi ngize kuqhawe ngapha. Ngithemba ukuthi nawe umbonile ubaba uMaponga, and njalo sumbonile enkundleni eziningi ezinikeza igunya lokukhulumela isizwe samaNdebele, ngoba esikhathini esiningi maye khuluma ngehistory ukhuluma ngesizwe samaNdebele, kodwa ke ngeyakhe version. Ngiyazi ukuthi wena personally uke wakhuluma nje ngento okubizwa kuthiwa i-Shona supremacy. So ngingazi ukuthi indlela ahamba ekhuluma ngayo uyithatha uyihlanganise nalokho kubiza Shona supremacy. Uma ungasichazela nje kuhle khona lapho, then ubusichazela ukuthi kanti vele yona iShona supremacy yini, abantu bengayibona kanjani. Yabona.
Hayi, siyabonga Babunkala, and siyabonga ubaba uSpindi. Sengathi phecelezi uNokankala, this phenomenon called Shona supremacy, it's not individualistic. You cannot really point maybe generally to a specific individual, but sengathi ukuthi is the culmination of the general behavior of abafowethu bangale eShoneni. iShona supremacy is nothing short of what I would say some clandestine Nazism of sorts that exists within a certain community, a nationalistic approach of a social order that says you are not us and we are above you. We say the narrative you can only follow. We are conquering your heritage in as much as you are a people apart from us. We are going to bring our heritage, mirror it against yours, and going to make it above yours, so as to maintain this posture of that one tribe or a group of tribes is greater than the other. It's unfortunate coming from Maponga because he claims to be a Pan-Africanist. I suppose a Pan-Africanist will seek cohesion and seek to use our differences as Africans to find unity, rich heritage. You will see that if we learn from perhaps the Afrikaners, that they do celebrate battles where they were even defeated, perhaps some other battles where they won. All that is an effort to say, abantu bakithi balwa, abantu bakithi bashona, amaqhawe akithi alelelana. But where you find in the Shona community generally, when I say general, I don't mean the majority of Shona people. Fana nokuthi ngithi mhlawumbe eLimpopo kuyashisa. It's not ukuthi eLimpopo kuhleli kushisa yonke indawo, vele kuyashisa ilanga liyabasa. What we are saying ukuthi nje indawo yaseLimpopo yazakala njengendawo eshisayo. So masithi generally speaking, Shona people have got a false supremacy that has been socially engineered. I would say perhaps by this monologous ZBC propaganda machines in the 80s up until now. Tina, we find ourselves resisting that, and then in our attempt to resist as Mtwazi, we are labeled racists, we are labeled tribalists, but all we want is just acknowledgement of our history, of our heritage. We do not really take kindly to the bastardization of our heritage. We can speak about, for example, Chimurenga. I know there's an ANC song that says Chimurenga, but you cannot name a war that you never participated in your language and continue to be the main narrator of it when you were not part of it, or whether you're not here or there. So that's what I call cooking history books and a way of manufacturing a heritage that is not there, and it's destructive to Pan-Africanism and unity generally. Njengoba ubaba uSibindi ubesho ukuthi siyavuma baba uSibindi, we know that there are some issues or some atrocities, or if we may, that Inkosi uMzilikazi did in particular like Transvaal. We know ukuthi ubesemseha, siyazi ukuthi ekuphumuleni uphi na uphi la abekhona, and bekuyisikhathi sakhona, and kubi kakhulu into esenzakala. However, as it may be, njengoba usho ukuthi kwaba nokuxabana la emanaleni ma Inkosi uMzilikazi isisiza nalento ukuthi ihambe nebutho, kodwa ke into okufanele siyithathe ukuthi bakhona abanye abantu abangamanala abaphakathi esizweni sakaMthwazi njengamanje sikhuluma, and bakhona abanye abantu abadabuka eSetswaneni, abadabuka eSuthwini, abadabuka kwaZulu, zonke nje indawo jikelele la eMzansi Afrika, ngoba uMzilikazi siyazi ukuthi uke wahlala isikhathi eside kule Transvaal. So njengoba Maponga makakhuluma athi essentially thina bakwaMthwazi we must go back to Zululand, that is a fabrication, because ihlekana elasuka kwaZulu nenkosi uMzilikazi bongabantu abengekho baningi, abantu abaningi wahlangana nabo sengathi mhlawumbe wabathumba or diplomacy or conquering, mhlawumbe into engayisho. So kusho ukuthi indlela yakhe mhlawumbe engathi ubefuna ukubumba ngaso isizwe sakhe. So for example, uma ungahlangana nomunye umuntu la mhlawumbe South African athi no nina nidabuka kwaZulu, mhlawumbe uMzilikazi yena, but baningi abantu abangaphansi kwesizwe sikaMzilikazi abangadabuki kwaZulu. So yona leyanto nje isiphiciphici uMaponga asebenzisayo suke sengathi malicious intentions, because siyazi ukuthi uMaponga samgcina esolusi, I've got relatives that literally raised Maponga Isasemngani. The stories that they tell me and narrate, yeah, for lack of a better word, I'll say allegations of questionable mental faculties about Maponga, but we don't raise those issues because we do not seek to attack the person. But however, when the person Maponga becomes personal about amakhosi akithi, in particular amakhosi abenguni, nokuza ngendlela akhuluma ngayo makathi uzwela ithini, kungizwisa ubuhlungu kakhulu, unokudelela. Thina abantu besinguni amakhosi siyawahlonipha, and we do not take kindly umuntu ma ezokhuluma mhlawumbe in high regards to abelungu, their queens and everything. Mase kubuye emakhosini akithi ekhulume sengathi mhlawumbe ukhuluma ngengane or ukhuluma nengane. I think all those things that Maponga has been just political theatrics. He's been posturing and he's been grandstanding. He's just an example or a microcosm of this deep-rooted Shona supremacy that is existing currently. And unfortunately, we need to resist it. It's so sad because we've got Shona colleagues, Shona relatives, Shona cousins. But perhaps unconsciously, they are not aware. But majority of Shona people that we work with and I would say socialized, we do not have that tendency. Perhaps they are so socially conscious of that fact that they deliberately try to subdue it. But when you see what I'll call someone who is an ex-pastor, I'll call it perhaps an unholy pastor, someone that has left the church as it were and now is against the church, coming with a narrative that seeks to elevate another tribe and essentially stamp down on a nation that has got Nguni roots, whereas all along he's been here in South Africa and being welcomed. So we find that offensive, and we are going to be taking him on, and we wish you will join some of these so that we can put the narrative straight. One, Inkosi Mzilikazi never crossed Limpopo, and we know that the dynasty called Monomotapa is a dynasty. It is a dynasty that existed before even Inkosi Mzilikazi can get to those lands. Mzilikazi never attacked anyone in Mashona land. This deliberate conflation, njengoba Professor Sigaba Dube of trying to mix ukuthi inkosi uzwa ngendaba nendlovukazi unyamazana zifela mvunye ngenye indlela, yinto uMaponga abazama ukuyisho, although they're not pronouncing it, because amashona ahlasela uzwa ngendaba, inkosi uzwa ngendaba nendlovukazi unyamazana. Nje wonke umuntu olinguni sokufanele afele lento. That's why sometimes I think we do get the same sentiments from generally the Shona populace ukuthi nje amanguni abawathanda. But even here in South Africa, we find that it's causing a lot of friction. Izinto engathi is causing xenophobia, because I know before the mass exodus of Shona people generally, 2008, there was nothing called xenophobia. I can really juxtapose the timelines and say xenophobia became more and more prominent as more Shona-speaking people are settled in South Africa. Perhaps it's cultural differences, but they've always assimilated. But one thing that you will not take is to embrace the national identity of a country that has relegated us to be second-class citizens, both culturally, both nationalistically, and otherwise. We cannot be proud of that. So that's why there's an accusation generally from Shona people that we're trying to be South Africans. No, we're not trying to be South Africans. We are just not trying, we just do not seek to be identified and be stigmatized, unfairly so, by a failed state that failed because of tribalism in the 80s. Tribalism is what has failed the nation Zimbabwe. And Umaponga, they are continually doing the same thing that failed the state in the first place. Ngiyabonga Babu Thulani.
Okay, siyabonga kakhulu Baba Mpunzi. Angize kuwe baba uManala. Sibuyele kubaba uMaponga. Ukhulume kakhulu ngenkosi uNyabela. Mina angiyazi uma ungasichazela kahle ukuthi kade le nkosi uNyabela abekhuluma ngayo ingubani esizweni seMandebeleni khona ngapho.
Ngiyathokoza babunkala, ngiyathokoza kwamambala. Ngithokoze nomfowethu lapha oye wakhuluma ngaphambilini. Mhathi suka kube lusizi kakhulu ukuthi sizithola njengendlu enzima, indlu yabantu abansundu at these crossroads, which is very unfortunate. I mean, we've got izitha ezinkulu for isitshaba se-Africa or indlu emnyama, indlu enzima, for us to be channeling energy into fighting against each other, into trying to correct wrong narratives against each other. But that being said, it is though necessary to set the record straight, you know, ukuthi thina njengendlu enzima sizama ukuthi sihlangane. Into engithanda ukuthi ngiyibonge kakhulu ubaba uMaponga umdala kunami. He's an elder to me. I would like to respect him because also kunezinto azikhulumile that makes a lot of sense in terms of African spirituality. But ngingazi when it comes to this side ukuthi bekuhambe kanjani kuhle kuhle. Kodwa kunezinto engizifundile eziningi babunkala ngo elderman wami obaba uMaponga, angimlami nokumlama, umdala kunami. So ngiyafisa ukuthi njengoba eshilo na ku interview yakho ukuthi he's willing to learn and unlearn. I think unlearning is the greatest process that thina indlu enzima kumele ukuthi siyithole. Once we unlearn a lot of things and we learn, we will determine, sihlale phansi together in a table of brotherhood, come together with solutions that esizidingayo in the problems that we face in this modern age. But ma ukhuluma ke ngobaba uNyabela, ubaba uMaponga uke wakhuluma ke babunkala ukuthi uke wahlala nobaba nengwenyama uNyabela kwaMhlanga kwaNdebele, and I mean he was implying ukuthi they were still aggrieved ngendlela inkosi uMzilikazi kaMashobana yenza ngayo izinto, ifika kwaMnyabana ifika nangale eManzunzeni. So ngifuna ukuthi ngizama ukuthi ngichaze kahle ukuthi ingwenyama uNyabela ngubani, njalo uphile ngasiphi isikhathi, njalo ingwenyama esinazo manje ngobani nobani, ukwenzela ukuthi engxenye ke obaba uMaponga kuke kwaba nokuphazama nokurarana kolimi lakhe. Ingwenyama uNyabela babunkala ingwenyama ephile ngama late 1800. Ingwenyama uNyabela iyavakashelwa ke uHoshimampuru wamaPedi. Wafika ke uHoshimampuru wathi ingwenyama ayangijimisa amabhulu. Ingwenyama uNyabela yamthatha ke yamfihla ke uMampuru. Amabhunu athi efika ke ingwenyama uNyabela waManzunza athi ukuphi uHoshimampuru. You remember ukuthi it was time for our kings to resist against coloniality or colonial forces. Wafika ke ungwenyama uNyabela wathi ke manifuna uNyabela uMampuru ngimdlile ngamgwinya nimvule phakathi kwesisu sami nimkhuphe. So Ingwenyama uNyabela was together taken with Ingwenyama uMampuru Wamapeti. They were taken to Wamnyamana, what we call today Pretoria. Namhlanje kune prison abathi Hoshi Mampuru prison. This is where they were taken and they were abducted and they were prisoned there Ingwenyama Zekhethu. But now I fail to understand Mabonga ma-ethi yena wahlala neNgwenyama uNyabela, because Ingwenyama uNyabela died in 1902 thereabout. I stand to be corrected. And then Ingwenyama namhlanje eziphilayo, Ingwenyama yamanzunza ephilayo, Ingwenyama uMabhoko wesithathu, kube neNgwenyama uMakhosonke wesibili, wamanala la uhulumende recognize khona as Ingwenyama yamaNdebele. So before Ingwenyama uMabhoko, whereby Ingwenyama uMabhoko is coming from the lineage of Ingwenyama uNyabela, bekunengwenyama uMayisha obenguye obeletha ke ilanga elikhanyisako nje. So angazi ukuthi umuntu omdala ubaba uMabonga uphazame kuphi mayethi wahlala nobaba uNyabela, ngoba I believe in 1902 he was not yet privileged to come on earth physically. Probably was mostly being what concerns in the spiritual level. But now angazi ukuthi uphazame kuphi, but yiyo into engakutshela yona ubaba Ingwenyama uNyabela ayizange ize even ne-encounter neNgwenyama uMzilikazi. Umuntu waba ne-encounter neNgwenyama uMzilikazi, it's King Magodo, Ingwenyama uMagodola. Namhlanje abaningi bazothi Ingwenyama yakwaMahlanga, but Ingwenyama uMagodongo ibibusa ke isithaba samanzuza ngaleso sikhathi uMzilikazi khona. So it doesn't really make sense. I thought maybe uphazamile wathi uMzilikazi waphilisana neNgwenyama uNyabela, or yena waphilisana neNgwenyama uNyabela ngaleso sikhathi. Kukhona futhi
Baba Sibindi, awucabanga ukuthi maybe ubaba uNgapho into abezama ukuyisho ukuthi maybe uhlale nenzalo yenkosi uNyabela?
Yeah, maybe yena angazikhulumela ukuthi bezama ukuthini, kodwa ukuhlala nokuvakasha babunkala izinto ezimbili ezihlukeneyo. Ukuhlala mawuhlala kithi esithabeni sekhethu simadoda siyawela. So mawuhlala siyakutshela ukuthi hey ndoda jemde ingoma yaphuma nje, jemde usithelwe entabeni, ukwenzela ukuthi masikhuluma simadoda ebandla kube nokuzwana. So if ubaba uMabonga mayethi uhlale nenzalo kaNyabela, then I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about. And I'm sure ukuthi masingahlala ke sikhulume ke ngelimi lesidoda singazwana, ngoba ke akusingabantu kuphela, akusinguye kuphela ovakashe Ingwenyama uzolithini ike ma kunomguruguru kwaZulu, ike yavakashela kwaNdebele yazoqashiswa. Abakhulumako ke bayasho ukuthi hayi besingazwani njengamadoda senza icebo. So there is a difference ukuthi wena baba uNkalo usuke nje eNgilandi uze ke kuManala ngapha eveza ubuhle esigodlweni saseveza ubuhle, sifike ke sihlale ke nawe sikubonise lokhu nalokhu, you know, uyakusivakashela. But if you say a citizen of our kingdom, then that means you will have gone through some processes that credit you to be a real citizen of our kingdom. Ngingasho ke mina ukuthi zikhona ezinye ikoro ozinye inhlanga that are not Ndebele by identity, by blood. Mangithi by blood abazalwa ngoNdebele kaMabhudu, ozala omlungu, ozala omuso, ozala bomanala. Like me, I'm both Ndebele by blood and by identity. But bakhona abanye abasuka kwezinye iy'ntshaba abahlala nathi. Uma behlala nathi siyasho ukuthi hey madoda phela thina la kwaNdebele umntwana wentombazane uyathomba. Isokana liyawela. Manikhamba nisiyakwela sikunikeza into abathi isithambo, sikunikeza into abathi intaba. Then mase sihlala ke ebandla sesihlala nawe njengendoda yesiNdebeleni, but by blood you will have been maybe Swati, you will have been kukhona ke isibongo sakwaMadlangelana. Isibongo sakwaMadlangelana by blood asisuki kithi, sisuka KwaZulu Natal, kodwa sinaso namhlanje sikwaNdebele. Bayawela, sihlala nabo, sikhulume nabo. So I'm not sure ukuthi my elder man Ubaba Mapponga, that I learned so much from him, bekazama ukuthi ayihlele kanjani, ayihlalise kanjani. Njalo Baba uNkala ngiyaxolisa kulokho. Ngifuna ukuthi ngizama ukuthi ngibuye lapha endabeni yolimi. Ngizwe kakhulu my elder man Ubaba Mapponga ekhuluma ngendaba yokuthi isiNdebele esikhulunywa ngapha eMpumalanga, lesindebele esikhulunywa ngale kwaBulawayo they're totally different. Baba uNkala ngifuna ukukhuluma with a background, a strong background ukuthi mina ngithethwe masikhuluma ngobukhosi, or when we speak about African kingdoms, akuna citizenship Baba uNkala, kunegazi.
Yeah.
We speak about bloodline. We speak about ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi Ubaba uNkala, as much as we know that he is umSwati by origin, by ancestry, but he identifies himself as umNdebele okamzilikazi, as umNdebele wakwaBulawayo, as umNdebele on what is called Matabeleland today, that was given by white people. So I grew up ngale kwengxenye, angifuni ukubiza any country, ngale kukaNgulukudela, what we call Limpopo River today. Ngathathwa ngoba ngilindebele by blood, ngahlala ngisesemncane, ngafundiswa, ngancelwa ubuNdebele, ngenza every cultural procedure that I can tell ukuthi hayi mntwana wenkosi, mntwana wekoro weNgwenyama uSibindi, ngabantu isitshaba saseKhen, asikhe sibambisane ukuthi la siyibamba kanjani, siyibamba kanjani. Ikuhlala lokhu, you are being infused into a culture, you are being shown ukuthi emsamo kwenziwa kanjani njengendoda yesiNdebele nalapha kunjani. So ubuNdebele baqala kuyigama Baba uNkala. Ngifuna ukuthi sizame ukuthi sichaze kahle. ubuNdebele baqala kuyigama uNdebele kaMabhudu osuke emaHlubini in the 1200. Akhula ke ngesikhuwa sithi it evolved to be more than a name, to a clan name, a nation or a kingdom. So the identity in its evolution, ubuNdebele so buba ke nabanye abantu abangasingamandebele ngegazi, asebeba ke ngamaNdebele by identity. Mina ke Baba uNkala mangihlala esigodlweni iNgwenyama uMakhosonke wesibili obusisitshaba samaNdebele namhlanje wangifundisa ukuthi whether Ndebele by blood or by identity, Indebele angazi kumbe ngizwa Baba uNkala.
Yeah,
whether by blood or by identity. Kunobaba engengabereka naye khulu Ubaba uNkuna. Ubaba uNkuna by ancestry he was Tsonga, but besibereka sonke ema-ofisini eNgwenyama uMakhosonke, sibambisene kakhulu izinto zekhethu. Sibambisene kakhulu into zekhethu, so ungenile saberekisana sahlalisana manje mayiNgwenyama beyiphuma, he was part of the parcel of ibutho elikhupha iNgwenyama, ibutho elingenisa iNgwenyama. lo muntu ngimbize ngokuthini babunkana. So who is supposed to authorize ukuthi these people are Ndebele and these people are not Ndebele by identity, by blood? But thina ukwakha isitshaba. Masakhe isitshaba sesiNdebele futhi sibheka ngokwakha isitshaba sama-Afrika. UNdebele, you need to know ukuthi ingwenya musi beyinabantwana ugegana namhlanje utholakala endaweni yaseLimpopo bayasumayela abakhulumi njengathi. But by blood ngamaNdebele ekhethu kunosibase uChibase umthola ke endaweni yaseLimpopo ngale eMavendeni. By blood mhlobami, kodwa by culture sekakhuluma nesiVenda yendaba rumi. Namhlanje sisiyake sihlangane, but when we meet in a table of brotherhood. But lastly ngingakakunikeza ithuba babunkala ukuthi ake sibheke indaba yelimi. Ngifuna ukuthi ngikhulume ngendaba yelimi kakhulu because nangikhulumako nje mina ngikhuluma isiNdebele sekhethu. Namhlanje siwena babunkala, you've never been exposed to isiNdebele sekhethu mara uyahona ukuthi ungizwe. Uyahona ukuthi ungilalele ukuthi ngikhuluma ini. These are not too different as it has been what you call blown out of proportion by my elderman. Kunamagama wesikhethu, you need to understand ukuthi inkosi uMzilikazi kaMashobana ma eza kwaNdebele, isiNdebele ebesisikhuluma then akusinde isiNdebele sesikhuluma namhlanje because there is the influence yamaBhulu. There's also influence yamaPedi. That's when we get an R again manje sesiraranekile sokunomraro, you know. But you will need to understand ukuthi unamagama esiNdebele namhlanje esingasawatholi kakhulu, siwathola ezalukazini nemachegwini, imbijana, ikhathesi, sinala lesi. Mawukhuluma ngikhathesi sinala lesi. And it's bengizama ukuthi ke ngikhulume lokho ukuthi isiNdebele has also evolved from the Ndebele that ingwenya musifindi nengwenya mumagodoma beyikhuluma. But masihlala phansi namhlanje sihlale phansi mina nawe babunkana sikhulume, we follow each other as Nguni dialects. We do not know how many percent difference we have, but it doesn't actually erase the fact that somewhere somehow abantu laba bahlangene, somewhere somehow abantu laba ngabantu bayo. Ngiyathokoza babunkana.
Hayi ngikhuluma ngamaNdebele aseZimbabwe njengoba singamaNdebele. Nasesishoneni abantu esivele siphilisana nabo eZimbabwe njengoba nathi sibizwa ngamaZimbabwe. Iziphi ingqinamba or inkinga laba abantu bobabili ababhekane nazo maybe zingafani ama-aspirations abo?
Hayi ngiyakuzwa ngizwa kahle. Into engayisho nje ukuthi thina nje ukukhululeka njengesizwe sabathwazi asikaze sikubone, asikaze sikuthole. Njalo ukuza kwethu lana singizokhulumela labo abafana njengami abala eSouth Africa, ukuza izizathu zokuthi size lana azifani nabantu mhlawumbe ngathi abaseMashonaland generally speaking, ngoba thina into esisuke siyibaleka, into esihleli siyibaleka sonke isikhathi besiza lana sibalekela esingathi mhlawumbe i-systematic marginalization. Ma ubheka kahle uyabona ukuthi mhlawumbe le 40 years 45 years since independence lo uhulumeni waseZimbabwe unamehlo obandlululo ngokohlanga, and kudala lento yenzeka thina mhlawumbe ma siqala ukukhula sayithola isenzeka, kodwa ma sesibuza abadala njengami mhlawumbe ingathi ubaba wami yena original Soshampuzi labantu balwela inkululeko kodwa makubekwa izikhali phansi bengena amabharaki uthiwa kujoyinwe i-army bahlukunyezwa kakhulu. Ngibona ngathi mhlawumbe into yakhona ine-trauma and inomthelela kimi. Ngiyakhumbula ngikhuluma nomunye ubaba ubaba owazana nobaba wami athi Timpunzi le gama ngiyalazi ubaba wakho ngiyamazi ubaba wakho ngiyamazi besisonke le eGorongosa kodwa ngiyayimazi naseziphi. Uthi ma bengena ngenilanga bekunokuthi eBharak buye abafana abancane bale eMashonaland bafike bagubhe imbobo phansi emhlabathini bathela amanzi bethi umfazi wakho lo phezukwa le mbobo umgodi phansi bephethe isibhamu. Ma kunembuzi edlulayo nje mhlawumbe lana eMabharak bethi bamba imbuzi uyumfazi wakho bamkhomba isibhamu. Abantu bakithi bahlukunyezwe kakhulu. So leli yahlekana elaqala kakhulu mhlambe ngama-80s kubaleka leze la eMzansi bakhona siyabazi abaningi bajoyina ne-MK yona bajoyina ku-MK bebalekela lo bandlululo or singathi i-systematic marginalization. So thina masibuya la in particular nje sisabalala umhlaba wonke asibalekeli nje ilizwe elingenamnotho sibalekela i-marginalization ikakhulu ngoba la isuke khona mhlambe koBulawayo uzothola ukuthi la engisuke khona indlu yami irentwa umuntu wale eMashonaland yena uyakwazi ukuphila ngoba amathuba emsebenzi bona bayawathola. Isibongo sami sona yiso esenza ukuthi i-filter this tribal filter engathi phecelezi yiyo i-tribal apartheid that has been practiced since the 80s through a so-called an allegedly a document called the Shona Grand Plan, where the blueprint to make Zimbabwe a Shona super state, an ethno-nationalistic state, will take place, and then Tina will be systematically displaced. Ma ukhumbula babunkalo uzokhumbula ngesikhathi semafemini kubo Khango eManda abantu abadala the early 80s before iSAP bebasebenza and koBulawayo it was the most industrialized, one of the industrialized cities around Africa. Abo baba bethu babuya bahluthwa ikhundla lapha wathiwa isikole abanaso, they had to train abafana abaningi who were graduates from Mashonaland. Those people were deliberately brought in as an attempt to try to economically disempower what I would say the Ndebele. When I say the Ndebele, it's generally umuntu wasemathebeleleni who is not Shona or does not belong to Shona ethnicities. So ma obaba bethu baqala ukubaleka in the 1800s, in the 1900s, wasekuza thina mhlawumbe boma early 2000s and so forth. Mase kubuya the majority abantu besesishoneni le ilizwe seliphelile, the country is turned into a shithole. Ngiyaxolisa ukukhuluma amazwi amabi kodwa ke this shithole country is a result of systematic tribalism, whereby we know ukuthi for the first 10 years after independence, if there was unity and well-wishing across tribes in an attempt to build a nation, perhaps I would say like uMandela, instead of concentrating on committing a genocide, some of those efforts have been deliberately effected in reindustrializing and growing the economy. Perhaps there'll be more to share. Perhaps the economic exclusion and tribal apartheid will not be far pronounced as it is now, because when the economy is shrunk so much, those that are marginalized feel the most pain because there's little to share. And those that have got the power, they take the majority of the little that is left. So till now, we are definitely, by definition, refugees. It might not be announced officially. We are systematically displaced by being denied job opportunities, education, and so forth. And we're saying we are for unity, but we cannot let unity trump or become first, and our need to be freed from this subjugation. So if the unity is what everyone is seeking, and we expect to be genuinely so, the oppression has to be taken away. The marginalization has to be taken away. Abantu bakithi abafundile were being labeled by the same names. It's just like, for example, umuntu waseMashonaland athi you are a minority. I can tell you that statistically speaking, the 40,000 Kukraundi victims is a lie, it's a fabrication. We know that on average, 2,500 victims of Kukraundi were killed a week. Try to stretch that across and find the median number. From 1983 up until 1987, you get to a number almost 100,000. And the majority of those people that were killed, they were men. A man is the head of a family. A man is the head of a nation and a community. You disempower a man, you take away the economic vehicle of a family. Those that were supposed to be uplifted by the efforts and the economic activity of that man is taken away. So the generations to come will be forever be disadvantaged. So umuntu ofana noMaponga magathi a minority is the biggest insult. The minorityness has been caused by Kukraunda itself. So you cannot say a people that have deliberately actually mass murdered your people tell you that you're a minority when they know that this minorityness has been a result of their actions. It's so some of those narratives we need to correct. And we want to correct this narrative with the abantu bakithi abafundile, abantu bakumthokazi. It's a lie. Perhaps those that were caught by the systems, of course, baningi, and we cannot deny that. But some of us are lost to South Africa. We're grateful we're able to get a decent tertiary education, and we continue to do so up to date. That's why I find it offensive to join our brothers from Mashone and Mabeti South Africans uneducated, because they use the same insult against us. So masingibona umuntu wakithi repeating the oppressive words of an oppressor against another person and joining forces when we know that essentially there is a virtual economic artery or duct that stretches from Gauteng largely to Umtwagazi. It exists nonetheless, be as informal as it may, without the South African economy given the marginalization and systematic apartheid that we've been through, most of our people will be dead or will be displaced or will have been reduced to nothing but villagers. So we have to be grateful to South Africa for that fact. We know that there is a lot of illegal migration and so forth. Masikhulumela abantu bakithi sithi thina abantu bakithi abaningi, they cannot even afford those papers in the first place. If we're to say the South African economy exactly, let's say the average is someone who makes 10,000 a month is the top 10 percentile of earners. What about an illegal immigrant?
Mhm.
Do you see that now,
Baba Mpunzi,
even now, we're still affected?
yeah, sorry, ungena emadevini baba.
Yep.
You spoke about what you call Grand Plan of 1979.
Yeah.
People might not know what that is. Uma ungasichazela ukuthi kade yini le?
The Shona Grand Plan is a document that has got plausible deniability, if it may, but it does exist. We have copies. But if you juxtapose what the intention of that document is, and the timelines of which it was written in 1979 or prior, you can clearly see it's like a prophecy of what the future state of Zimbabwe should be like. It literally contains the blueprints and the tactics of social engineering that are essentially disempowering Mtwagazi people economically, socially, and otherwise, and in an attempt to create this ethno-nationalistic state. You juxtapose that with, I would say, let's say a Donald Trump that wants America to be predominantly white. So, and the economic power to always be with whites rather than any other race. In this context, in Zimbabwe, it is a tribe. It is a tribe that is seeking to colonize another tribe. This blueprint literally says we are going to disempower and remove all prominent Mtwagazi people or citizens in the government, in job opportunities, and the justification for that is a long document, but in summary, it says this is a long-term social engineering project that seeks to put a Shona person above the average Mtwagazi person economically, educationally, and otherwise, and that we should be systematically be displaced to South Africa and other countries to make way for the Shona super state and those that are benefiting from this tribal apartheid that has been happening, largely Shona people, and those that live in Mashona land that are perhaps in the Ndebele. But I would say a Shona person living in Mtwagazi still suffers from regional marginalization just as well. Yeah.
What are the general sentiments about abethwakazi within the South African Ndebele community?
Babunkala, I'm not sure when you say abethwakazi, you mean to tell me, because when you speak about Amandebele that are found in modern day Matabele land, you will find uSkhosana, you'll find uMahlangu, you'll find uMabhena. I mean, we had frequent visit from the late Ubaba Welshman Mabhena to Esigodlweni, and Ubaba Nicholas Mabhena to Esigodlweni. At some point, Ubaba, who is still alive, Ubaba Taimon Mabhena, used to also come to Esigodlweni, Samanala. When I speak about that, I speak about blood. When I speak about Induna Usfado Mahlangu, I speak about blood. When I speak about Induna Udeli Mabhena, I speak about blood. When I speak about Umntwana Nkosi uSinqobile Mabhena, I speak about blood. When I speak of myself coming back in Mpumalanga and assuming the duties of a Prince Esigodlweni in the office of the King, His Majesty King Makosonke, assuming of a role of ukubambela inkosi Ubaba Makerana when he was alive and was unwell. I was there. I once told the Home Affairs guys ukuthi but phela mina mangize la ekhaya ubaba omncane wami uyagula. You guys treat it as umbereko, but this is family duty. I mean, when we speak about kingdoms, when we speak about indlu enzima, indlu yabantu abamnyama, the first thing we must take out of our mind is what is called country citizenship. because these borders were not made by us, they were made for us. So ekukhuleni kwami, and you learn and unlearn. Once you get that, you become at peace. Once you erase the colonial created borders, you become at peace. When King Mzilikazi was going the route that he went, aze yohlangana namakololo, ngibawa ningitshele ukuthi wastempisa yiphi passport elizweni liphi. When I think uGundwane crossed imfula uLimpompo uNgulukudela, wahlangabezwa inkosi uStawuze. Wastawuze aba just across who were part of the Venda kingdom. Which passport did he stamp? When he further went interior Africa, in the interior part of East Southern Africa, wahlangana nesitshaba samakhalanga, wakhupha iy'nkomo. That is on record. Wa adopted the spirituality. Like which passport did he stamp? So I'm not sure whether I should answer ukuthi thina njengesitshaba samaNdebele kaMusi in Mpumalanga and beyond, because when we say Mpumalanga, we're talking about a province. Nala sihlala khona babunkari, nala sihlala khona sasuswa ngamabhunu eGauteng. They put us in a squatter camp called KwaNdebele namhlanje esithi
asize kuwe social but uhlelo vele sesizoligqiba. Ngiyazi ukuthi ama issues manengi. We cannot cover all of them lana namhlanje. Kodwa ke platform will always be open for you. Mawusizwa ukuthi you've got something else to say, ungabuya anytime. It will always be open for you. Ilokhuzana ma ngingathi sesizagqiba, wena ngokubona kwakho into engasiza ukuthi ubudlelwano bamaNdebele namashona bube khona njalo buqine, kungaba yini?
Into engayisho babunkala first, after having interacted CMMUF on social media, it's been clearly apparent ukuthi there is a lot of social engineering that has taken place in the social landscape in that country called Zimbabwe. Ngiyibiza Zimbabwe ngoba ugogo nawo wayibiza kanjalo. So first you should accept when your victim says uyangilimaza, and you should not be so proud as to detect the terms in which your victim reacts to your oppression, to your apartheid, to your ridicule, to your attempted annihilation of their statehood or nationhood, as it may. Ngizothi kuwafowethu abasele esishoneni ukuthi ngiyazi ukuthi abanye bathi siyabazonda, kodwa yini imbangela yalokho? Abanye bathi asifuni ukuhlangana nabo, sibambana nabo izandla. Yini imbangela yalokho? Ma sebebuya bethi asihlanganeni, njengoba ngisho manje ukuthi igugrawundi ayiphelanga, it just morphed into another clandestine, systematic, oppressive apartheid, actual apartheid, because if you are going to come up with a program that spans more than 44 decades, targeting a people, underdeveloping their region, denying them job opportunity based on the tribes in which they belong to. And also basically seeking to culturally annihilate those people and putting in effect active systematic vices that leave those people with no choice but to flee to a country that they feel that their culture is more accepted, that they've got more freedom of speech. Those people will never be proud of belonging to the same nation as you do. So I say take away the oppression, take away the systematic subjugation and marginalization, which is in fact tribal-based apartheid. Take that away and admit your wrongs. Nibuye nisho ukuthi igugrawundi nayenza enanihloseni sizonixolele. As long nivuma ngomlomo. Perhaps another thing is uNkulunkulu nje akajabule. Sometimes ngiyakhuluma ugogo wami asho athi le Zimbabwe le iqalekisiwe. It's true. Because I've never seen any other country where an actual genocide was reduced into a moment of madness and the whole population or a group of people that belong to that community embraced that narrative. That is a fundamental flaw, and it reflects the general psyche of a nation that is willing to accept a mediocre explanation or excuse to a genocide that unalived almost 100,000 people, and whose groundwork was what allowed the present apartheid to take place. Because once you have beaten people to the ground, you've stripped them naked, and they've got no dignity. They are literally living to survive the next day. They cannot plan for the future. Those people are literally walking dead. They cannot be expected to make any sound decision about their personal lives. So those that are in power and those generally Shona people, I say to them most of the time, ZANU-PF, its foundation is of tribal politics. That has to stop. Had it not been for tribal politics, there would be no one-party state, because the majority Shona-speaking people supported ZANU and Mugabe's endeavors of this Gukurahundi genocide purely because Mugabe, or at least claimed to be Shona. So now it becomes difficult to rectify that, because the Mapongas of the day, they come and seek to justify the Gukurahundi, on the other hand, by seeking to paint us as Nguni, that we should suffer for the consequences and the actions of Inkosi Zwangendaba neNdlovukazi uNyamazana. And on the other hand, they're extending a hand of unity. That will never happen. That's why sometimes I'm almost convinced about when it comes to this secessionist phenomenon that is taking place, because I see no way. When I listen to some of the comments from Abantu baseMashonaland, which go back to Zululand, they do not realize that this very same South Africa hosts majority Nguni people that they claim to chase us back to, yet they are also here as entitled economic refugees, whereas we are not entitled economic refugees. We are victims of their apartheid, of their genocide, of their forced displacement, and so forth. So I say let this deliberate subjugation be taken away, and then we will unite. We can contribute. Do not appoint political positions or roles. Do not appoint people based on tribes. Do not let, some people are saying even rather the Zimbabwe economy totally collapsed. It has already collapsed. It rather the country be closed. If it means that this country will be run by someone who's non-Shona. So we've got strong sentiments of Shona supremacy that are equate to an African version of Nazism. That has to stop. We built one country. But because of that, what we've realized is Mthokazi must seek political autonomy. For example, we do not want to use the US dollar. Our people are underpaid, largely illegal immigrants in South Africa. We're sorry for that, but the circumstances have allowed that. Our people will never be able to afford housing. The US dollar has made them basically not afford anything. We would like to use the South African economy because the South African rand, because we know that there has been an informal economic blood artery from Gauteng largely that has been going to Mthokazi all these years that has sustained us. That's why we've been able to withstand the blatant, aggressive, violent, systematic marginalization, humiliation, degradation. And the same people come here to South Africa and preach Pan-Africanism. They take the South African government to courts and they sideline us and so forth and say we're claiming to be South African because we can easily assimilate. Our roots are also here in South Africa. I find that is blatantly a jealousy. It has to stop.
Yeah, mbona isikhathi sesingane sesidliwe ngumangoye.
But all I can say is we want the oppression to be stopped, and then only unity can take place. We will never unite with our oppressors. Siyabonga.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Baba Manala, angisakhumbuli noma usuqedile obukhuluma.
Ngikhona babunkala. Is this the session yokugoqa?
Yeah, asigoqe baba.
Yeah, I know babunkala. Ngithokoze Mama. Look, babunkala, you asked me a question ukuthi how do you perceive abantu bemathebelele and how does the general population of in Mpumalanga, or let me say into le eniyibiza bethi South Africa namhlanje ukuthi bayibheka kanjani. Ngikutshela nje kunjenje kunabafowethu nabodadewethu abazohambela induna uDakamela emklomelweni kaDakamela. So angazi ukuthi nifuna ngithini, ukuthi umfowethu ngimbona kanjani, or nifuna amaNdebele aseMpumalanga manimbuza ukuthi umfowenu nimbona. Yes, nginabafowethu mina abayisikhombisa babunkala. We've got differences, but noma ngaze hlale e-UK ngiyamhambela umfowethu igazi lami. So angazi ukuthi nifuna sithini mani khuluma ngabafowethu and family. I'm talking about blood family, outside identity family, you know, ukuthi sithini makunjalo. Look, babu unkala nganikezwa amazwi okuhlakanipha inkosi uMakerana ilanga elicime unyaka ophelile ngoJuni. Ngihlala naye baba uMakerana egula eduduzela beyigula inkosi. Yathatha into le eyokuhlaba umunwe ye-sugar diabetes, yahlaba umunwe lapho yafaka igazi layo phezu kwephepha. Yangitshela yathi ubona ini la, ngathi ngibona igazi. Wathi yabona leli gazi linama-borders. La ungahlaba igazi lakho leli Manala ungumabhene umusipini lizofana nelami, because we are one and the same people. I was very touched, Babunkala. This is the reason why I'll go to the ends of the world defending legacy yenkosi uMakerana, who flew actually to KwaBulawayo to meet Femi because he did not consider border. Sesenza ke into zama-passport for formality, but we do not emqondweni wethu as Pan-Africanists, njengoba kuMaponga egqugquzela kangaka umcabango ukuba yi-Pan-African. Once sikhuluma ke njengama-Afrika akuna border. once isikhuluma njengama-Africa kunabantu ney'nhlanga and different kingdoms. Then okokugcina babunkala ngicela ukuthi ningihelele ningincedise ngoba ma ubaba umfowethu lana the other panelist mayikhuluma ngokushona nokundebela suka umzwisa ubuhlungu kakhulu ngoba i-identity mina ngokufunda kwami okuncane yokuthi Shona, to me it was popularized in 1930 by Professor Clement Martin Doko obekayenza i-Bantu languages in University of Wits la eJohannesburg. So this identity was actually popularized and eliminated other languages and tribes that were spoken in that space. So ngenye into ekuyeni kwami ngokufunda ngokudobha ukuhlakanipha ukuthi ma ukhuluma ngobushona ufana nokuthi ukhuluma kimi nento abathi iborder. So angazi ukuthi ngoba sizokuthini babunkala now that we are here, and that my identity yenziwa ngabelungu by a colonial master. They will want to perpetuate something that benefits them, hayi indleni zima, hayi indlu yama-Africa. So I still believe today, I stand to be corrected, ngiyafunda nami okunye engakwazi ngicela ningifundise. I stand to be corrected. If that identity, if then in 1800s there was nothing called Shona Kingdom, maybe probably Amalozwi, they can call it Roses today, but some of their relatives are found in Zambia and Barotseland, Gunekuwa Mboka festival on the 5th actually. When you listen to them, they speak something close to Tswana. I mean, so when you speak about Shona, you tell me about the Karanga, then who were relatives with the Kalanga, you know? I don't know what the objective of forming or of unifying those languages, or of unifying Abantu Lava to be called Shona. Was it for African benefit, or it was for a colonial master benefit? I stand to be corrected, but ngicela ukuthi u-understand babunkala ukuthi kunomntwana wengwenya muspindi uluchacha bathi ngudli uye wahambela emangweni loya oya endaweni abathi kusewetha wahlangana nenkosi yamalozwi, inkosi yamalozwi abathi ngudeka, bamnikeza bekazingela ngalowo mali, bamnikeza intombi ezimbili ebezingama-princess la, waba nabantwana kunesizukulwane sekhethu esila, but by identity and by language abasakhulumi isilozi esakwamalungu, neither do they speak isiNdebele esakwaba. They now speak what Professor Clement Duke produced, which is what is called Shona. Mina njengomntwana enkosi engiyabe nginesitsha or ngiyabe ngi-responsible for certain duties esitshaleni samaNdebele, loya muntu loya by blood is my brother. Loya muntu by blood is my brother. So we need to understand on what grounds are we fighting on? I think the greatest mistake of the instigators of Enikubiza Iguti Igugurahundi was that a reason abayinigezayo, or whatever reason abayinigezayo, whichever Mzilikazi did 1, 2, 3. I mean, kunabantu abakwaNdebele in Mathebele, and they suffered the same as a Khumalo, who is a descendant of Mzilikazi. They suffered the same pain. So I'm not sure whether we use an encounter yenkosi uMzilikazi kwaNdebele now, because it might seem relevant, and also use encounter yenkosi uMzilikazi to kill even one soul not even 10, not even 20, maybe 1,000, maybe 5,000, maybe 20,000. I mean, if one soul matter, then everybody matter. So, Babunkala, kungizwisa ubuhlungu to find ourselves as Africans in these crossroads. But now, in our approaches, njengoba-ke ubaba uMaponga ecaphunile-ke wathi ukuthi madoda nami ngifuna ukufunda, ngifuna ukuthi ngifunde lokho engakufundayo okungamanga futhi kubuye ngikukhuphe and put. This is, I think we should adopt an attitude of learning and unlearning so that we come together as brothers and sisters. Lastly, Babunkala, ngiyaxolisa ukuthathela isikhathi nomlaleli.
Okay.
But I feel this is important to portray. I was in Zambia. Ngivakashele inkosi yamakhosi uMpezeni emkhosini weNcwala. I think it was last month or so. Inkosi yamakhosi uMpezeni nenkosi yamakhosi uMbelo. Inkosi yamakhosi uMbelo ngeMalawi, what you call Malawi today. But nyangale kweChipata mawuhamba ngenhla ke uqonda phakathi kwezweni lase-Afrika. Bahlangana emkhosini kaMpezeni weNcwala. Kube nenkosi yamakhosi uGomani oyinkosi yamakhosi yamaNgoni phakathi kwelizwe leli, into leyo anithi ngimalawi. Kube nenkosi yamakhosi uZulugan wamaNgoni, who is in Tanzania, who sent a delegation of inkosi uMgendelagaba. Lamadoda ahlangana eChipata. We were there, we witnessed. They hugged each other in the name of brotherhood. But back then, the reason why they separated inkosi uMpezeni weza ngapha ngasempumalanga yento le enithi Zambia, omunye waya ngale inkosi uMbelo, it's because they had different differences in succeeding inkosi uZwangendaba, inkosi yamakhosi uZwangendaba. Some of them fought. uGama beka ngomunye wegeneral asuka naye eSwatini, uMaseko uGomani beka ngomunye wegeneral, but they faced differences and they parted ways. In this modern day, bayahlangana emcimbini yabo, they hug each other in the name of brotherhood despite differences. It has made the Ngoni people very powerful. Then I saw the Ngoni people very powerful despite the background, despite their differences. They sat down. Basho ukuthi hayi man umkhulu beka wrong la bahlala phansi bathi hayi indoda njengoba usuyinkosi yamakhosi uGomani mawusiba nomcimbi siyakuhambela, inkosi yamakhosi uMpezeni mawusiba nomcimbi siyakuhambela, inkosi yamakhosi uMbela is having umthetho festival in August bayamhambela. Kwehlulana amaNdebele, even beyond amaNdebele, kwehlulana njengama-Africa to adopt the same concept. But in adopting that concept, kumele kube lokuvumelana kwamaqiniso. Once you sivumelana amaqiniso, this is when we take proper action. But let's not bask in identities that were created by colonial masters and even waste our energies to advance them, oppress another African under that identity. I think, I mean, it's low. I mean, for Abu Maponga, who's so much of a Pan-Africanist, if singakucabangisisa kahle, I think tomorrow we'll come into this platform, Babunkala, and hug each other in the name of brotherhood. Sivume amaqiniso amaphutha enzekayo, but sivume futhi ukuthi silungisa kanjani. Unashamedly so, singama-African. Ngiyathokoza kwamambala, Babunkala.
Hayi, siyabonga kakhulu. Angibonge mina okankala. Yazi bekulithuba elihle kakhulu. Information esiyithole namhlanje iyinqa ingakazi vele. Asonge enye indlela eyisimangaliso. Bakwethu, hayi siyazi ukuthi isikhathi yiso esisishaya asidibane futhi kwezinye inhlelo ngolunye usuku. Sibongile kakhulu bafowethu, ngani lingahamba kahle.